Welcome to the Lines in the Water podcast, the podcast where we talk about the ins and outs of saltwater fishing and saltwater tournament fishing. I am your co-host, Carlos de Obregon, and I am joined by my co-host, the Maui gym wearing, Mayak boat riding, championship angler of the Laguna Madre,
Always so.
Captain Todd Wilson. How's
And
it
I'm with
going?
the Charlie Sheen of fishing over here.
Yeah. Charlie Sheen. Dude.
Men,
mean,
men,
there-
men, 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 men,
There
men.
may, well, I may have lived like Charlie Sheen for a while, but
Maybe.
maybe just a little.
Was that your Coast Guard life or after?
No, that was before the Coast Guard.
Mm.
I don't talk much about that.
Yeah.
Dude, we haven't had a show like well, we didn't have one last week.
Be better, Carlos.
No, don't get on me. Do not get on me. And I didn't even get to do any marketing for this one either.
Nothing.
I mean, no.
huh? Yeah.
You know, the whole traveling back and forth. You know, I think I just got to get used to it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
What's new?
instead of spending my time at Chili's when I get off work during the week, go back to the room and
Spending your time at Chili's? Is that your new hangout?
well, I mean, I'll go eat dinner, have 2-3 beers, go home, be tired, and I was like, all right, I got to call it a day. The drive, dude, the drive kills me. Like the drive actually, like getting up there is
It's a long drive.
But hey, it's worth it.
Yeah. It's worth it.
So I haven't seen you in
Few
2
days.
weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Has it been 2 weeks?
Yeah.
No, you were here Monday.
Was I?
Yeah. You worked on your PowerPoint all day Monday. here.
Oh no, that was Friday. That was a week
That was
ago.
Friday. Okay.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
was
it
a week ago.
Monday. All right. I lose track of my days.
Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't have a show on Thursday. Hey, we've got 3 people on.
Oh, hi, 3 people.
We couldn't have a show last week. And generally, this is what we were gonna do anyway. It's just you and me,
Yeah.
because people are afraid to come on the podcast.
Some are, some aren't. I haven't invited anybody. That's part of the problem.
Well, yeah, no, not only that. I mean, we haven't had one just me and you since the very beginning.
No. So this will be the first one since then. Yeah. Good. What are we going to talk about?
So when's the last time you went fishing?
Been about a month ago. I've been slacking.
I mean, your shoulder and all.
Yeah. I fished and casted a lot. Shoulder paid for it for like 3-4 days, but I think I'm better than I was. I'm about ready to get back out and get it done.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when you first hurt yourself, it was like you couldn't even pick up your arm.
Nah. Shoulders are important.
Just a tiny bit.
A tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit important. It's not like you don't need them for
Yeah.
casting, right?
Right.
But I mean, shit, it's been what? I think it's been at least a month since I've been on the water.
Yeah. I'm ready to get back out.
Oh, Lee says, I know someone y'all can talk about. Who's that, Lee?
Talk about.
I don't know.
Is that Lee Holloman?
Yeah,
Oh,
it looks like
man.
Lee.
The only fish guy?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously
You
he
do have an
probably has.
OnlyFish hat
Yeah,
on,
do you
don't
have
you?
an only fish? Cap
Mine
on.
wasn't up here, so I didn't put it on.
Yeah, well, you're repping the
Waterloo.
Waterloo.
Waterloo, yeah. Waterloo's a good rod.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
What do you use?
You had to ask me that, didn't you?
Yeah,
don't
of
remember
course.
which one I bought.
Oh, you just
Horrible
bought one?
with that stuff.
Oh,
Probably a Magnum. That's what I usually buy.
yeah. Jesus.
Got bad quick, didn't
Yeah, really bad. Really
Went
quick.
south real fast.
Oh, look, Lee says, oh, nice cap. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate that, Lee. Thanks
Yeah.
for liking my cap.
Yeah, that Waterloo brand, I'm telling you. For those of us who can't see us or who are going to listen to this on Podbean or Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Amazon Music Podcasts
MySpace.
or MySpace. Y'all head over to YouTube and the video will be up and you'll be able to see what cap I have on. May not be able to read it though. So
Onlyfish.com.
I'll give a shout out to Lee and Onlyfish Apparel. Onlyfish.
I went to Lee's
STX.
house a few weeks ago, and
I heard.
He did a crawfish boil. It was pretty daggone good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got there on the aftermath.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to talk about his website.
Ah, got you.
Yeah.
Oh, that he told me you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do his website?
Well, I mean, it's there. Oh, look, you put it on the chat. Onlyfishstx.com.
Onlyfishstx.com.
TX.com.
Oh,
sorry.
onlyfishtx.com.
He got that trademarked.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so anybody who wants Onlyfish apparel, the only real or I guess licensed apparel is through Lee.
So
but yeah,
did you-
no, I think I'm gonna. Yeah,
So I wonder if Lee winterized his boat.
he probably did.
Yeah, I figure.
He probably
Probably
did.
winterized it and stored it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's in storage, all covered up.
You know his fingers are going real quick to type something.
Oh
out.
yeah, of course it is. See, and we're lagging, so like the chat lags from what we can
Gotcha.
see. But
Yeah, we don't winterize our boats in South Texas.
you know, that's one of the things. Like, let's talk a little bit about that, dude. Like, when I bought my boat, I remember. I mean, I was in South Carolina, and of course, being in the Coast Guard, we ran the boats every day, so there was no winterizing. However, a lot of people would talk about how they have to winterize their boats.
Up north.
Yeah,
You know.
and I was like, oh man, I got to winterize my boat, and I just forgot. Like, I just totally just forgot because I went hunting and didn't get it done.
I've
And I
never
was like-
winterized a boat.
And I was like, it doesn't drop below 32, 33 degrees.
Doesn't get it's. I mean, you winterize it if you're not going to use it. You know, down here we use them all year long.
Yeah,
You know, unless your name's Lee Holloman, then
Yeah.
you winterize your boat.
yeah. Lee definitely winterizes his boat. But yeah, no, I ended up finding like it's so nice down here. You know, I mean, shit, we're in the dead of December and it's 70 degrees outside right now.
Yeah, it's warm. We had a couple cold days, but it wasn't bad.
Water temp. I was looking at the water temp yesterday and it got down to 54.
Yeah.
Yeah, out in Bird Island.
Wow.
So, would you consider that a good water temp to go chase trout?
I mean, any water temperature is a good.
I mean,
temperature to go
obviously,
chase
but
trout.
you know, trophy
Carlos?
trout, like, I mean, like,
Yeah, I mean, you can
trophy
find.
salmon.
I'm sure you can find some warmer spots. You get up where the shallows are and the sun's. You know, you have the sun out and that water will be a little warmer. I like to try to find it 56 degrees or warmer. You know, is
Mhm.
what I like. I guess different people probably have different preferences, right? But if I can find 56-degree water or warmer, I'm good. You know, of course, you have to also have bait and all the rest of the elements you need. But 54 is kind of cold. I mean, it's only 2 degrees, but there's
I mean,
bait.
2 degrees is 2 degrees,
Yeah, I mean,
though.
but if there's bait and stuff, I mean, get out and try it. you know?
Yeah. It's just like we were talking the other day. What was it? Like 2 weeks ago. I bought all my winter gear and I haven't even been able to break it out. It's so disappointing. I mean, shit, dude. I just started this new job, so it's like trying to get out of the water. Like, first, I want to get my family accustomed to me being away most of the week. So
Mhm.
I think and it's getting there. I think once they're used to it, mainly my son, my 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Once he gets accustomed to, I think he's already getting there too. He's like, okay, bye,
See ya.
see ya. Then I'll start taking, probably take a Saturday to get back out on the water. But yeah, it's been about a month for me.
Yeah. Well, you just started a new gig, so you got to get used to it yourself too.
Yeah, that's why I've been slacking on the whole social media too. It's Yeah, driving for me is I did it a lot when I was younger, when I was in the military. I
Yeah.
drove everywhere.
Yeah.
Shit, I'd drive 8 hours and still go to the bar, but now it's not like that anymore.
Not like that anymore. The days are over.
So, we were talking before this, and one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about was you're a real big proponent of saltwater assassin didappers.
Yeah, I have been for years. I mean, I've been fishing those lures for forever, and I think, when people start fishing, they find something that they're comfortable with, works for them, they get confidence in it, and they just stick to it, and I think that's a lot of what, wade fishing for trout is. It's confidence in your equipment, your lures. You know, most trout fishermen use the same rods, reels, same fishing line, same lures, same color lures. They have their little thing they do because it works for them. So figuring out what works for you and having confidence in your equipment is a big thing in my opinion. You get out of the boat, you don't have confidence in your equipment, you don't have confidence in the lure you're using, you don't have confidence in the line, and it really becomes a head game at that point.
Right.
Your head can mess you up more than anything else can.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
true.
that's in all aspects of life, right?
Absolutely.
But you got to learn how to control that head,
Yeah.
But once you get confidence in your rod, your reel, your line, your lures, your jig heads, once you figure out what it is you like and you go out and you use it all the time, you produce. You produce. Switching constantly, changing rods and reels and line and jig heads and lures and I mean, how are you ever going to get?
Proficient.
Yeah, I mean, really, I mean, how? I mean, think about it. It'd be like a guy that plays pro basketball and he played a million different things growing up. I mean, the better ones got their niche, figured it out, and stuck with it and did it every day. Every time they went to play, they did the same thing and they got good. And they may change up a little bit,
Right.
but they get good.
Yeah.
And I think, of course, you got to be able to find the fish too.
That's number one.
I've seen a lot of really good sticks, good fishermen, you know. Um, if they go with somebody that can put them on fish, can catch them. But if they go out by themselves, they struggle because they haven't figured out how to find them. They figured out what rod they like. They figured out what feels comfortable to them. The reel, the line, the lures, they figured all that out, but they haven't figured out how to find them yet. And that's probably the hardest part of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, it's the hardest part of it.
I mean, I'll tell you what I throw. I throw a Laguna Custom Rod Liquid Series, 6 foot and 9 inch medium fast rod with a loose Custom Pro.
Yeah.
With Suffix 30-pound test.
Yeah. I throw Suffix dark green. That's what I like.
Yeah, that's what you got me on that one. I really like that line.
What kind of reel?
Lew's Custom Pro.
Lew's. I've never fished with Lew's. I've got a lot of friends that do. Know a lot of people that use them and swear by them. But
dude, I like my Lew's.
I've been a Shimano guy forever. I got sponsored by Daiwa for a while, and I used Daiwa. I mean, they're good, durable reels. At the time that I was sponsored by them, their reel was a little heavier, a little bulkier than the Shimano was. I've thrown Concepts, I mean, all kinds of different stuff, but Lew's is one of them that I've never went out and purchased You know, I don't know why. I just haven't. I guess if I'm going to go buy a reel, it's probably going to be a Shimano.
Yeah.
You know, now I've heard about the Hondos as
Dude,
of late.
Baits?
The Baits.
Yeah.
The Hondo. I've heard about that
The
as of
Salty
late.
Hondo? Yeah.
Yeah. Mitchell Speed actually spoke very highly of those reels. So I've been considering going out and pulling the trigger and buying one just to see, how I like it. But I've been a Shimano guy for years. As far as rods go, I've been all over the place with those because of sponsorships again. For years I fished Phoenix. I like those. I like the Phoenix blanks. They feel good in my hand. They're light, they're sturdy. They do what I need them to do. So I fished those for years. And then, Adrian Washnag started making Coastal custom rods. And so I fished his for a while. And then, Kevin Carden came out with Mermaid rods.
Wait. Did you say Adrian made rods?
Yeah, he used to make rods. They were awesome rods.
What has Adrian not done?
I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. I couldn't tell you. But he made a good rod, and then Kevin Carden came out with Mermaid rods. And
I remember you talking about those.
They were, phenomenal rods, but he decided to stop doing it. So he's not doing that anymore. And I went to Waterloo. So when I go out and buy a rod now, I'm buying Waterloo.
Yeah.
I just like them. I do like the Saltwater Assassin jig heads. I like the long shank. With those bigger didappers.
Yeah.
I like that long shank jig head. I've been using it for a long time. You can actually screw the soft plastic onto it, and it stays. Now with the Saltwater Assassin didappers, you do lose tails if you have a different color tail.
Yeah,
than the
dude,
lure.
chicken on a chain. I can go through a pack.
They come off rather quickly, but they work.
I know, dude.
So
I love that lure. You put me onto that lure, and I looked up the color. Remember when John was talking about the what is it? The Big Papa Pearl.
Yeah,
it's chicken on a chain.
The Big Papa Pearl is
chicken on a chain, but for down south. It's the same color pattern.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I like chicken on chain. I think that I'm more inclined to throw a Trickster than I am a chicken on chain.
Trickster's a good color.
It's very similar to the chicken on chain color, but it doesn't have a different color tail.
Yeah, and it doesn't have that silver body on the bottom either.
It's all one piece.
Yeah.
So it's very durable, and you can throw the hell out of that lure, before it's beat up enough. You got to change it out. So it's one of the reasons why I like that one.
Yeah, that's one of the only complaint I have about chicken on chain is the chartreuse tail. And like you can tell on your retrieve, you're retrieving and all of a sudden you feel a thump, and then you start because you're retrieving and then you feel the difference.
Yeah.
Like the resistance is not there anymore.
Hit and run lures that is just coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Saltwater Assassin lures. They're literally like gluing the tail to the lure.
Yeah.
Right? So you have two flat surfaces glued together. But the hit and run lure, it's almost like a ball on the end of that tail that goes inside of the lure and is glued. So it stays. You really don't lose the tails on those at all.
Really?
Yeah, because it's kind of like a ball and it goes around it.
Kind of like a ball and socket.
Yeah, kind of like a ball and socket. And I don't know if they're using glue or if they're, adhering it by maybe heat or something. But it stays.
So you fished. So hit and run lures, they're coming out. Do you know when he's launching?
His website's up. It's Matt King. His website's up. It's a good solid lure. I've used it.
You've used
yeah,
it was known as something else before.
Yeah,
we're not going to.
I used them for a long time, as well as the didappers. It's a big paddle tail. I like big paddle tails. It's just, and everybody has their preference. Some people like rat tails. Some people like paddle tails. You go different places. the rat tails may work better than paddle tails. Paddle tails may work better than the rat tails. I mean, it depends on what they're hitting. But I've always kind of just, my thing has always been the paddle tails. It's my favorite thing to throw. You know,
I like, I started getting into like just jerkbait. I guess it looks like a rat tail, but it's got a
yeah,
fork. That's what I've been throwing lately. Or I threw probably about 2 weeks before the last time I went fishing. But the water temp changed, and I switched back over to old reliable
the old plum with a green tail,
plum with a green
dapper.
tail,
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, and I started catching fish again.
it's a great color combination. It's a good lure. I mean,
But the thing is, like, when I it's just like I was talking about the last podcast. I only basically use 3 different lures,
yeah.
and 2 of them are a dye dapper in the same color
About
or in
gold
different
spoons. You ever
colors.
throw spoons?
No.
Redfish, I throw spoons, and I've caught some good trout on them. But I like the Bagley spoon, Bagley gold spoon. It's got dimples on it. I don't know what it is about that, but I've been throwing that thing for 20 some years. I don't know if you can still buy them at HEB, but they used to have them at HEB, and they were rather inexpensive. But
Are they the ones that are in like with a yellow back, like they're in a
they have a yellow box.
a
They
yellow
come in,
box?
with
Yeah,
a
yeah,
clear.
they still got them.
Yeah, I mean, if you can find the gold ones with the dimples on them, they're that's a solid spoon.
The one thing about spoons with me is line twist.
Quit twisting your line.
Well, no, I mean when you're retrieving, it twists line, doesn't it?
I've never had an issue with it.
Huh.
You using a swivel or a leader
Well,
or anything like
no.
that?
See,
or-
like I was thinking about putting a swivel on one.
I
Just so
tie straight to braid. I quit. Adrian Washnag and I, we were down. He's a fishing guide. If you want to get a hold of Adrian Washnag, you can check him out on Facebook. It's Captain Adrian Washnag. He's a good guide. But we went out years ago, and we were both down in the Badlands, and we were fishing with, we used to tie on a leader. We'd use double uni knot. We'd tie the leader straight to the lure, and we both broke off that day, and it was a leader because of the rocks, so we both said, forget about leader and quit using it. And I've not used it since.
Yeah, and I remember when you first took me fishing, I saw you tie directly onto the braid, and I was like, "You don't use a leader?" You're like, "No, more." What'd you say? More places for it to break.
Yeah, I probably said the more jewelry you have on your line,
Oh no,
the more it's gonna break.
Couple more beers in. We were a few beers in, and you were tying a lure for Carlos's way to go fish off the light.
No.
The cabin. Yeah, and I asked you about that. You're like, no, just more weak points for it,
Well, I mean, it is. The more places you have tied together, or you use swivels and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just more opportunities for breaking off.
Yeah, and that's after you said that, a bulb went off in my head, and I stopped using leaders.
Well, and braid is, I don't think you can find a stronger line than braid.
No.
I mean, you can pull on leader line, you can pull on, monofilament and break it. You're not gonna pull on braid and break it.
I mean, for what we're going after,
it's a whole lot harder.
Yeah, for what we're going after, definitely.
That's what we're gonna do on the next show. I'm gonna bring up some braid and see if you can pull it and break it.
Nah, no thanks.
You'll cut your hand.
I don't feel like I don't feel like cutting my hand.
Yeah, it'll cut your.
You know how many times I've cut my fingers trying to pull braid?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, it's strong, it's durable. We just, both of us that day started tying straight to the lure. You can do different things. I mean, like if I'm throwing a top water, I'm probably going to put a leader on if I'm throwing a top water. Just because I like that. I like to tie a hooping end of it when I tie it to the lure. So for action purposes, I go back and forth on that. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Most time I don't.
I haven't done it.
Yeah, most time I don't. use leader. I keep some fluorocarbon leader line in my box just in case, but I rarely ever use it.
Yeah, because when you, it was, I think it was the first spring after I started fishing with you. You're like, use top water. It's perfect. Perfect time to use top water, especially with the wind. I tied it directly on.
Yeah, I do most of the time because I don't really feel like messing with tying on leader line.
It is waste.
I'm ready to go fishing. I don't want to sit there and have time on a leader line.
Actually,
It's
now
a patience thing with me. I don't have a lot of it.
but now what I found difficult was I ended up, I guess, adjusting or whatever, just um switching lures, switching from jig heads to top water with braid. I started carrying. I put scissors now on a lanyard. Started carrying scissors now. So
The best scissors to buy, I can't remember who makes them, but the small ones, and they're stainless steel, and they're made to cut wire. Those things are. I've got a pair of them. Actually, Chris Thompson got them for me, and they work great. They cut anything. They cut wire, and they're stainless, so they don't rust.
yeah, no, I mean, I use just the braided
Yeah,
the little scissors with
buy
the
you a pair
blue.
of those for electrical work. They're
Huh.
they're good, and they're stainless, so they don't rust.
See, how big are they?
They're I don't know, maybe
Oh yeah, no, the ones I buy that I put
4
on
or
my
5
neck,
inches.
they're like
Yeah,
3 inch.
these are a little bit bigger, but
Okay.
yeah.
I've still yet to find a good pair of pliers.
I use my pliers to cut my line most time because I'm in the water. You know, they have the little cutters on the side of them now. Back in the old days, they didn't. You had to carry around nail clippers.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's that. What is that? Those new ones. Now this is not a plug, but I've seen them. They're the Line Cutters Company.
Yeah, I've
Came up
actually
with new
been to his
pliers.
store. I'm trying to think where it was. I believe I was going to. It was either Freeport or Port O'Connor to do a tournament, and passed by his shop and stopped in and visited those guys, and they've got a nice store. Line Cutters
Hey,
does.
we've got one of our friends commenting here. It goes, no, it'll slip. Never tie straight. It'll slip. I'll give you one guess as to who that is.
Lee?
Nope.
Who? Aaron?
Yeah.
What is he talking about? It'll slip. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's catching saltwater carp
Yeah.
because he can't catch a trout.
Yeah, that too. Wait,
Did you hear that, Aaron?
Wait, hold on. He's gonna come on. He's gonna
he's
put it on the chat. He's gonna put it on the chat
now.
Whoa, I catch real trout. Like,
No, he makes fun of trout fishermen.
I don't know why.
I don't either. I mean, a trout's not going to eat a jalapeno. Redfish will.
Yeah, I know exactly. You can.
But I like catching both.
Trout don't fight. Oh, trout don't fight hard enough. I'm sorry.
It's because he's catching
Yeah,
trout
'cause he's
that are under
catching
12
dinks.
inches long.
Yeah.
He's a dink fisherman.
Hey, talking about trophy trout, I wanted to ask you this. So, I've heard a lot of people different. Of course, everybody has a different opinion. But using a lighter action rod for trout instead of like a medium fast, maybe a medium light.
I use a medium light fast action. That's what I like. It's a preference thing, really. Everybody has their opinions, but it's a feel thing. It's a preference thing, really. I like the medium light fast action rods. It's what I've always thrown for trout.
You don't feel like it has. Well, I mean, you need the sensitivity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I use a medium fast, so it's stiff.
Yeah.
It has a lot of backbone on it.
Yeah, I like the medium light fast action. I mean, if the bite's on and they're hitting.
Yeah, regardless of what you're throwing. Yeah.
When you're wintertime fishing, a lot of times you have a soft bite, and sometimes it literally feels like you've bumped a piece of grass. But if you have that medium light fast action, you can, to me, I can tell the difference. I can tell if I've got a trout hitting or I've just bumped something.
Yeah.
It's a feel thing, and it took a long time to get that, but yeah. So I throw the
Sounds
medium
like
light
I
fast
need
action.
a winter trout rod now.
Oh, by the way, let's plug old Aaron Salazar since he's on the chat talking smack. He is the owner of I believe it's him and his parents. I'm not sure, but he's intertwined in there somewhere. I know he's part owner of S&S Painting and Drywall.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever need any work done, it doesn't matter what
Painting,
size job it is.
construction,
Yeah, I mean
drywall.
they do anything from remodeling houses to building houses, doing contract work for building big buildings and everything else. If you need anything, he's the guy.
Hey, they did a good job. He did a good job over at Whataburger Field.
Yeah, he does Whataburger Field. He does contract work on the base, American Bank Center. I mean, he even does small jobs like Scotty. He did the
his deck.
awning on the deck
Yeah.
and the awning on the back of his house and stuff. So yeah, does a good job.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. So there you go, Aaron. Even though you say he said thank you, Todd Wilson, he goes, light so you don't rip their sissy lips.
What do you say?
A light rod so you don't
rip their sissy lips.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. That boy, I swear. That elevator doesn't
That
go
hook
quite
set
to the
though,
top.
bro. That I mean I can imagine why he ripped so many lips with that
Yeah,
hook
that
set.
hook set. Jeez, Pete. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like Hulk Hogan landing a fish. I mean, I never seen anybody pull a rod back so hard in my life.
Me neither, dude.
And like 15 times.
It's
I think
like
he's got Tourette's. He's laughing.
I mean,
he's all that son of a
bitch. Of course he is. I figured maybe he had to set the hook so hard and so many times because of he doesn't have the leverage.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah.
It has.
Are you making fun of his height?
Yes, I am.
There you go, Aaron. There it was. There it was, buddy. So, have you heard of any tournaments coming up?
Nope.
I haven't either. I don't know what's going on in the tournament world.
I mean, I know there was the Rudies, but that was what?
Yeah, I don't
know.
A
couple months ago, right?
I'm not sure when it was. I didn't hear anything about it, so I don't know if it's happened yet or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it was supposed to be a series. I know Chris Smith was talking about it. I never kept up with it. It's just I got out of the tournament scene and.
Did you really?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, me too. Thank God.
Yeah, dude. No, like I'll be honest. I can't believe you did that for 14 years.
Something like that. It was a long time. And you know what? I don't miss it.
Oh wait. Aaron just said not yet. I guess Rudy's is not.
Oh, they haven't done it yet?
Apparently
I didn't know if they had or not. I hadn't seen anything posted on Facebook about it, so I figured it may not have happened yet, but I wasn't sure.
Because I know they had I know they did have a tournament. He did put on a tournament. I just wasn't sure what it was. I thought the series. A couple of redfish tournaments are coming to Texas. Oh,
yeah, there we go.
We'll have to look into that, and maybe Aaron's gonna fish one of them, and we can get him on here again.
I don't know where Aaron's at, but he posted today he was fishing and it was snowing outside.
Yeah, I know he went fly fishing in some little what looked like a creek.
No telling.
Yeah,
that boy's all over the place.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know where he was at. But.
So, talking about tournaments, now that you're out of the tournament business, do you plan to fish tournaments again?
There's the $1 million question. I keep getting asked to fish with people, but I don't know. I like to do it. I'm just kind of picky about it, when you're spending money to pre-fish, taking days off to pre-fish, spending money for tournament entries and all that. I like to be, I don't know, kind of picky about who I'm fishing with.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It's like Mitchell was talking about.
yeah. I mean, you got to pick your partners. I mean, it's like, for instance, like the Legends tournament will have 3 tournaments in 3 different areas. I mean, I would think I would pick, if I live in Corpus Christi and they're having a tournament in Corpus, one in Port Mansfield and one in Port O'Connor, I think I would probably try to find a good stick from Port Mansfield and Port O'Connor to be my teammate. Because 3 guys from Corpus aren't fishing Port Mansfield and Port O'Connor all the time.
Exactly.
So I think I would probably, go that direction. I do like fishing Artificial Showdown, although I didn't fish it this past year this past year because of my shoulder. But I enjoy that tournament.
And
I
that was
wish-
in Mansfield, right?
No, it's not. It's in Aransas
Okay.
area, but you can fish anywhere in that tournament, and it's a live weigh-in. So you do the weigh-in with and
Yeah.
they're using the
Everlast?
Everlast scale. Not a huge fan of that scale, but they need to do a little bit of work on that scale, in my opinion. I kind of lean more towards the Catch Commander, but I mean, it's a great tournament. It's ran well. Billy Gerke runs it. He does a good job with it. It's worth fishing that tournament, in my opinion.
Mhm.
It's fun. But it's also pays out well.
It's
if you place-
competitive though.
very competitive. There's a lot of good fishermen fishing that. It's all wade fishing for trout, which is what I like. So I'll probably do that one each year for sure. We didn't hit a button, did we?
Nope.
Okay. I'll probably fish that one next year for sure. I just want to get my cabin done. Aaron, I want to get my cabin done and get back to going down to Baffin Bay every weekend and hanging out the cabin and fishing.
Dude,
That's what I want to do.
miss it so much.
You have no idea. That's my zen place. I mean, that is
Every time I go down there, I'm just looking at those four, I don't what
Poles,
those full pole,
yeah,
4
drill
poles
pipe
just
poles
there,
yeah,
and
with
I'm
no
like,
cabin in the middle of them. It'll be back. So the issue's been the tide has been out.
dude, the
And
tide
where
is
it's sitting
horrible
at-
today.
It's kind of sitting in a bowl. So when the tide goes out, it's sitting on the ground on the front. So the structure's not flat. I need it to be floating because we're rebuilding the structure. That's the first thing we have to do. After that, we're doing the roof, we're doing the windows, the doors, got to put all new flooring in it, new decking. I mean, there's a lot of work to be done. So we need the tide to come up. That's the only thing that's going to help us. Once the tide comes up, we're going to hit that thing hard to get it done and get it back where it belongs and start being in Baffin Bay every weekend.
All right, real quick. 3 Texas Redfish Tour, 3 stops coming soon. That's from Aaron. He's in Nashville, and yeah, he's talking about the low tides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's been the problem with the cabin. When it was able to be worked on, my shoulder was messed up, so I couldn't go do it. Talked to Aaron. He's got a crew. They're going over there and working on it when the tide's up high enough they can, but it just hasn't been up high for enough days to really accomplish a bunch of work.
Right.
So when it comes back up, my shoulder's better now, and I'll be recruiting people to go help work.
I'll
Free
be one of
beer and
them.
pizza every day.
I'll be one of them. But yeah, dude, that's like, I will tell you, there's nothing like being out there in the middle of Compuerta Pass and just,
Man, it is. I often tell people there's not a lot of people, not just in Texas, but in the United States, that get to go stay at a floating fishing cabin on the water, see the sunset at night, fix a big breakfast at 4 a.m., jump in the boat, go out fishing, watch the sunrise. I mean, enjoy the day.
dude,
It is the most relaxing thing to do. When people say, "Hey, where do you want to go on vacation?" I'm like, fishing cabin in Baffin Bay. I'd
Yeah.
rather go there than Costa Rica, Hawaii, Cabo. I'd rather go there
Absolutely.
and stay a week than anywhere else.
Dude, I mean, and then especially where you have it is where all our fishing spots are at. So it's like we're not even
We're
on the
right
boat
in the
for-
middle.
We're not even a 5-minute. We're not even running 5
Yeah.
minutes and we're there.
That's one of the things I like about the Artificial Showdown is you can launch from anywhere. You can stay at a cabin. You can do whatever you want, right? So we go down, stay at the cabin for 3 or 4 days and pre-fish, and then we go to the captain's meeting, and then we drive all the way back to Corpus, jump in the boat, and go back down to the cabin that night, and literally leave the cabin in the morning, and we're right there where we're catching fish. So, I mean, it's a great place to be. You know what I mean? I love it.
I'll tell you what. I can't wait for us to tow it back. That'll be fun. But just to be able to go out there, and even sometimes when you've been all out on the water, like it's going to be a long day, and just having a place to just stand up for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice having it there. If you have a storm come in, you can get out of the storm. There's a million reasons why I like it. There's a
Absolutely.
million reasons. I mean, I've had it for, I think, 19 years, I believe. Been a long time.
Oh, Maddie said, "Oh my God, can I get your autograph?"
Who?
Your daughter.
My daughter gets my autograph every time I stroke a check to her. How'd you like that one, Maddie?
Hilarious.
Daughters. Gotta love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, she's my favorite.
Absolutely.
She's awesome.
Yeah, her picture is right over there.
Yep. Got her picture up here in my office.
So, let's talk about, let's just touch one more thing. I mean, we're 42 minutes in.
We got 3 minutes. You better hurry up.
Any advice? Like, for example, you're talking about the Artificial Showdown, and yes, there's a lot of sticks that fish it, a lot of pro anglers that fish it. Would you I guess tell a novice angler not to fish it?
No. It's the only way you're going to learn.
Right.
It's the only way you're going to learn. Don't be scared. I remember when we started up the tournament company years ago, we actually did some Facebook Live stuff and did walkthroughs on weigh-ins and walkthroughs on the stage, and explained how the tournament that was coming up was going to work and the ins and outs of it and all that. And I really think that these tournament companies are missing the boat. They all need to do that because they're intimidating to somebody that's just getting into it or just does it once a month, goes out fishing or whatever. They're intimidating. So they need to make it not intimidating. They need to explain, because it's not. It's not intimidating.
No.
But they get intimidated. I don't want to go out and fish against all these boats, big motors. Who cares? I've seen people, like I said before, win with a 40 horsepower Johnson on the back of the boat. I mean, it doesn't matter. If you're on them, you're on them, any given day. Right. And, they shouldn't be intimidated. They should go fish them. They're going to learn things. They're going to meet people that are into it. They're going to get knowledge from people who have been doing it for, longer than they have, or maybe they've been doing it longer and they're really good, just don't know it.
Right.
How are you ever going to know if you don't go do it?
See, and that's the thing though. Like a lot of, I guess it could also be intimidating as far as the fee, the entry fee.
Yeah, but most of them are
It's
not one person for
$1,000.
Or $750. They're usually, 2 to 4 men or angler teams, and you split it, and make them split the gas. That's the way it should be, right?
Right.
Anybody that fishes with you should have enough common sense to know that they need to split the bill. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless they're just told not to.
Exactly.
Or they're sponsored by somebody, but it shouldn't be intimidating. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of camaraderie that goes on during those tournaments, and everybody's just there to have fun. That's really what it is. There's competition, which competition is good, right? And not everybody gets a trophy. That's another thing I like.
Mm-hmm.
First through third gets a trophy or side pot, right? But it's a good competitive camaraderie. And I don't think there's anybody there. If they are, they're a jerk. I don't think there's anybody there that doesn't want to give and share a little bit of their knowledge.
And I saw that, like, before I came onto the tournament company, I felt, me just being a novice, I felt like tournaments, oh, those are only for professionals or people who have been fishing a long time, and so much competition. Like, it was intimidating to me. And then I came onto the tournament company, and I saw behind the scenes, and I was like, wait a minute. Like,
yeah, it isn't that intimidating.
And then seeing people and just everybody talking and laughing and having a good time, I said, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
There's some really cool tournaments out there. There's tournaments that are for great causes. There's tournaments that benefit Cancer Society and Heart Foundation and the Texas Rangers and CCPD, and there's all kinds of tournaments. So you don't have to just go out there and fish these, what they call pro tournaments, right? You can go out and fish any tournament, and it's going to be fun. And some of them are low entry fee, get your feet wet. You know what I mean? Go out there and just have a good time. They generally feed you. There's, adult beverages involved, and it's fun. It's a good time. So you get to see a bunch of different kinds of boats. You get to see the different equipment people are using, the different apparel people are wearing. I mean, it's a cool thing to go to a tournament. So, I mean, even if you're not going to fish it, just go and check it out.
Yeah.
Go be a spectator. You know what I mean? If you like to people watch, it's a great place to people watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I was working it. I didn't get to people watch as much, but I know there's some characters out there.
There's some interesting characters in the fishing world. Yes, there is. In all of the world, but we have some in the fishing world too. So
no, we do.
Keep it interesting. Yeah.
Well, Todd, it's about that time.
Time to wrap it up.
Everybody, please subscribe to our podcast. You can subscribe on YouTube, or you can, for those of you who are listening here on the live or in the video or on YouTube, you can get our audio on Podbean, most importantly. Also, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcasts, iHeartRadio, of course, our website, linesinthewater.com, or Facebook.
Yeah.
And then follow our pages, Lines in the Water Podcast.
I have something I want to bring up here real quick before we go, just as we're leaving here. If you're interested in being on the podcast, you've got something that you would like to share about fishing or the outdoors, please instant message us and let us know, because we'd love to have you on. It doesn't matter if you're a guide or a pro fisherman. I don't care. If you kayak fish, come on, talk about kayak fishing. If you like to fish off Bob Hall Pier, come talk about fishing off Bob Hall Pier. You fish off the beach, come in and talk about, fishing off the beach.
Absolutely.
Offshore, if it doesn't matter what you do, this podcast is for all walks of life. It's for all levels of fishermen. It's for anybody that just loves the outdoors and fishing. If you want to talk about hunting, come on. Let's talk about duck hunting. Let's talk about deer hunting. I don't care. Give us an instant message. Let us know. Carlos will get you lined out and get you scheduled. And we'd love to have you on.
Absolutely. Yeah, this, we did one of, I guess when we thought about this podcast in its infancy was about just to bring on tournament anglers. But at this point, really honestly, we just want to talk about fishing. So anybody, literally anybody can, if you want to come on and talk about fishing, even pick our brains.
Yeah.
Just like Jacob did.
Yeah.
And
we even had John Little on here.
Oh, yeah.
He's an
artist.
and used to be a fishing guide,
yeah,
but
and
he's
an author.
Yeah, he's an artist and an author, and that's an awesome painting. You can go to John Little Arts and check that out if you want to. He's also got books, Barnes and Noble, and
Yeah,
I think you
on
can get them
Barnes
on
and Noble.
Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, so we had a cook on one time, a chef that makes his own spices and made fish for us and tacos. So anything has to do with the outdoors, we'd love to have you on. If you've got an outdoor company that you'd like to come on and talk about,
Oh, we had
instant messages. Megan from Bluff Landing Marina. We had
Richard and Crystal.
Richard and Crystal with the Laguna Lodge, and
Yeah.
So if you are in the fishing industry at all and you'd like to be on a podcast and talk about your products, share some knowledge with us, or just have a good time, instant messages.
Shoot us a message. Shoot us an email. info@linesinthewater.com.
There you go.
All right. Well, Todd, it was
Everybody
good
have
talking to
a-
you, dude. It's been a
everybody
while
have
since
a-
we
yeah,
it's
it
just been
has.
you and me.
That's right. Everybody have a safe week and tight lines.
Tight lines.